tofu.
Oh!
And I was looking for it, so what I saw was a lot of white blocks being naranderu in an aisle at a supermarket.
I didn't know that alcohol came in cardboard boxes. These little orange juice boxes. And I drink it. Oh! It's sucking.
Yeah.
Onigoroshi no ne.
Yeah, exactly that one. And what are these little like frilled cup things? You know, the one for
like
the spoon. Yeah, the rubbery things. I'm like, do they just make tiny cupcakes? No, it's supposed to like be put in the bento box.
今日は外国人が理解できない日本のスーパーの商品について話してみるよ。
Let's find out!
こんにちは、全日流とともです。なるとこばっかりです。そして
これです。
花です。
バイロンです。スーパー行かないバイロンです。
スーパー行かない。
あ、今日のじゃあ話から出てきて。
じゃあ、はい、帰ります。
今日のテーマは外国人が理解できないスーパーの商品について。
Nice! Are we gonna go to Super Tamade?
Oh, I love Super Tamade.
Yeah, that's my favorite place. So cheap.
玉で多分大阪の人しか知らないと思う。
Oh, sorry. 泉谷はみんなの笑顔を待ってる。
スーパーの名前言う回じゃないからちなみに玉では大阪にあるめちゃくちゃ安いスーパーのことです。
Oh, ライフ。
だからそういう回じゃないもうみんなは日本に住んで長いから日本のスーパー使い慣れてるよね、さすがに。
そうですね。
I have a route already, yes.
Yes, yeah.
I have a route, a super route. Eggs, milk, bread, natto, and then tsukemono, and then meat, and go back. And maybe milk sometimes, heavy cream, yeah, nice show. Yeah.
外国人の人が初めて日本に来てスーパー行った時に結構困ることとかがあるという話を聞いたんで、今日はインターネットとあとはみんなの経験からどんな商品が海外の人から見たらこれ何っていう風になるのっていうのを聞いてみたいと思います。
Okay.
Okay.
はい、それでは行ってみましょう。最初行く人。はい。
はい。Tofu.
Oh!
So the thing is, in Romania, and I would bet a lot of other European countries as well, you'd have this aisle where there's like a lot of cheese just put on. And you don't find this in Japan, I found out afterwards. But there's like a big blocks of white cheese. It's just a block of white cheese. And there are like a lot of them just put. And they're all different types of cheese, okay? They might look very similar, but they're different. So...
So I
wanted to make a salad because that's what you use that cheese for. And I was looking for it, so what I saw was a lot of white blocks being naranderu in an aisle at a supermarket. And because I couldn't read kanji at the time or like know much about it, and I was already confused about all the other stuff they were gonna say afterwards that were in the supermarket, I was like, oh, that looks kind of like cheese. It's probably cheese. I'll just take it without thinking too much. And then I get home, I'm about to open the thing, wanting to put it in my salad, and I open it, it's like, why is it so squishy? And like, it doesn't have a smell, and then I look better at the package, it's like, oh no, this is not cheese. There's no cheese in here. There's tofu. What have I done?
Oh, did you think it was mozzarella? Is that why? Because it's in water.
Brine,
it's like in the
yeah.
brine. Because there's mozzarella balls in like water.
Mozzarella too, but we also have another types of cheese which maybe we don't have in America either. That are just they literally look exactly like tofu. Like I swear.
だからつまりアナは豆腐サラダを作ったってことね。
まあね。
超ヘルシー。超ヘルシー。ヘルシー担当。
確かにこれアンナにしか分かんないかもしれない。だってさ、バイロンアジア系だから豆腐分かるでしょ、アメリカでも。
Yes.
で、ハーフだから分かる。で、アジア人だから分かる。アジア系じゃないじゃん。
まあね。
一人だけ。そう。なるほどね。
Why are there so many types of tofu though? I thought that like in Europe, if you go to any supermarket, I think you find maybe 2 types at most.
Like hard tofu and soft tofu?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. That's probably what exists too, yeah. There's a lot of tofu in Japan though, yeah.
Yeah.
はい、1個目は豆腐でした。
イエーイ。
はい、次行く人。
はい。
はい。
牛脂。
Oh!
Like, what's a sushi?
What's a 牛脂？
まあ売るやつではないんだけど、
はい
いつも 肉売ってるところはよく上に置いてるんじゃないですか。
Okay.
そこは牛脂が置いてて、まあ、いつも焼肉する前に一回牛脂で
はい。
網をねこう焦げつかなくするやつね。
そう日本
Oh.
Like fat.
It's a fat, it is a fat.
Fat.
日本切った時にそれは何だろうと思って全然知らないから一回スティックも買ってそれも取って家に戻って帰ってちょっと温めてみて食べてみてできないな味がしない
食べた
食べてみた
やば
Jesus Christ.
もしかしてこれタダでもらえるやつ
そうまだもらえるやつと思った
日本いい国だなスーパーとかは牛脂をタダでねつけてるからお肉買った人が一緒に持って帰れるみたいな、あるもんねシステムがということで牛脂でした、
Fat.
次
I am Sugi.
はい
But my name is Byron. I think Japanese supermarkets have bento. And not just the bento that is available like at the front of the supermarket or at the back of the supermarket, like the bento boxes that are available. That's at Tarimaija, right? I'm talking about like the tools that you need to construct a bento box. We don't really have that at a supermarket. Like what are these little like frilled cup things? You know, the one for
like
the tsukune? Yeah, the rubbery things. I'm like, do they just make tiny cupcakes? No, it's supposed to like be put in the bento box so you have a little bit of tsukemono here or tsukune here, a little piece of karage there, you know, and then they have like these cute little like toothpicks with like pandas on them. You can put that in like you just have the wieners that are shaped like tacos, you know, like that's really cute. And you put little nori eye patches on the little tacos, you know, and then you get the gomashio, you put that on the rice, get like a tiny little umeboshi, put that in the middle of the rice. Oh yeah. Now I know that, but I didn't know what they were used for.
今回のやつは理解できないっていうかあってびっくりしたってことよねきっと
Yes.
お弁当はアメリカのスーパーに売ってないの
Okay, that's the thing. Like, bento is originally a Japanese word, and they sell bento boxes, not at a regular supermarket, but if you go to Daiso, they do have bento boxes there. But thinking about an American's meal, this is too small.
Yeah.
This is too small for me to take to anywhere, you know what I mean? Like, I need a box that at least like this big, right? So, for taking lunch, I used to take a sandwich, so I would use a Ziploc bag. Or I would use, like, a Ziploc container, like a Tupperware. That's my bento box, a Tupperware.
Right. Yeah, just like an empty box, right? Yeah.
Right. Or if you are super LA, then you'll make a salad in a mason jar and you like cup it up and then you eat it with like a fork. I don't think American lunches are supposed to be that cute. You don't make them into like little tacos. Maybe the most you'll do is make like a Mickey pancake. That's like the kawaii-sa level of like American cuisine. At most, a mom would cut a sandwich across, cut off the crust for you, and then put like a tiny note in the shape of a heart. Have a great day, honey, or something like
愛妻
that.
弁当ね
There's like a lot of like Japanese CM where mom making like a different like thematic bento for like for son or daughter like every single day, right? That kind of culture does not exist in the States. No.
作る弁当のことよね売ってる弁当のことはどう思う
There's a lot of variety. There's a lot. There's like tenshinhan. There's like a karage one. There's like mentaiko pasta. They even sell it at like, well, convenience stores. This is Super no Hanashi Gomen. They have like a lot of different choices, right? And then you can like mix and match. Like if you need to get some tsukemono, then you can buy it separately. Or you can buy like, I don't know, macaroni sarada. I mean, not that we don't have that in the States, but like you can get like, you can mix and match like all these different bentos just to make like a complete balanced meal. And every time that I went to a grocery store during my lunch break, I was saved by the convenience of a bento box, right? Yeah, as opposed to in the States, what do I get? Lunchables? I mean, I was just like vending machine. I would just go to McDonald's or something like that. But Japanese supermarkets give you that option to be healthy on your lunch break. Yeah, it's very convenient. You just go buy like a salad or buy like just like a regular protein, even buy rice if you want, and microwaves if you don't have one at your like shokuba. You should.
僕のイメージは昔はコンビニだけお弁当いっぱいあるイメージだったけど、
Yeah.
最近スーパーはもう弁当の種類めちゃくちゃ増えて、
Oh, is that a recent thing?
そうだから普通にコンビニより安い値段でそこの のお店で作ったお弁当とかずらーって並んでるから、
Yeah, yeah,
なん
yeah.
かすごいいいなと思う。
I just imagine the bento workers. They're all like in like these hazmat suits, and then they have like masks, and they're just like doing one thing, just like, putting one thing in the bento. So it's good now.
お弁当でした。
Yay!
はい、次。
Oh, hi.
はい。
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
In the store.
Where else will you buy alcohol if
One
not in
cup.
the store?
Well, in Canada.
Quite.
In Canada, yeah, since it's regulated by the province, it's like controlled by the government, right? Sales of it. And so it can only be sold in government-owned facilities.
Oh.
I think they've changed it recently, I think, where you can now buy alcohol in grocery stores in Canada now. But like when I was growing up, or a university student, you always have to go to, in Ontario at least, the LCBO, or the beer store is what you call it. LCBO stands for Liquor Control Board of Ontario. But in Japan, you can just go to any supermarket, convenience store, whatever, and there's beer and alcohol everywhere, right?
Right.
So easy, right? And like there's a bunch of different kinds of it too. But in Canada, you have to like go to this like government-owned facility that's open during really strange hours, and yeah, it was very inconvenient. So
You know, on that note about Japanese supermarkets selling alcohol, I didn't know that alcohol came in cardboard boxes. Because like, you know, I see like a little like sake that's like this big, that's like kyupa. I'm just like, oh, little cardboard boxes. You know what I think it is? Juice. Like these little
yeah.
orange juice box, and I drink. Oh, it's sake.
yeah.
鬼殺しのね。
Yeah, exactly that one. And the big carton, you know, the big carton of like Nihonshu,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
The one that I used to make my udon high all the time. I didn't know that was sake as well. Even though it's in the sake section, you know, to me, what comes with that? Juice. Juice comes in a big sake box. It's like, you know, the new phenomenon of like boxed water or like boxed wine inside the States. I didn't know alcohol also comes in like a big kawaii carton like that.
飲んでそうやけど酔っ払いのおじちゃんが買うやつでしょ、あの時。
Yeah. And on top of that, there's like huge ones at the store. Like things that are like this
Massive,
big,
yeah.
massive like sake bottles that are like this big, you know? Like I've seen
Totally.
some at like my friend's house in Nagano, and it was just like her dad just like drinking it like this. I'm just like, oh my god, that's huge. You know, coming from America and you saying that's huge. It's huge, dude.
You imagine it's like a very American thing, just a massive alcohol bottle. It's like, no,
Right,
it's
no.
Japan.
Yeah, because like our alcohol bottles are big, but like if you look like a bottle of like Ciroc, it's big and thin, like this.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that, and that's how big it is, right? But in Japan, it's like that's a thick boy. Wow.
お酒でした
お酒失礼いたします。次。Me again. ピーマンは辛くない。ちょっとスパイシーでした。
どういうこと
Well, okay, you look at a pea man, right? Okay?
Yeah.
Pea man. In the world of America, the United States of the America, you look at bell peppers. And when you look at bell peppers, that's not a spicy pepper. It's meant to, like, you know, elevate the flavor, right? If I see a tiny pepper, right? Like a habanero, a jalapeno, a Carolina Reaper, I don't know, a ghost pepper. They're all particularly tiny peppers. And in my kankaku, the smaller the pepper, the spicier it is. Therefore, I needed a little bit of a kick inside of like my TKG. I don't know, I just wanted to make it spicy. I usually have that with Tabasco. So, first time I went to the super, I saw these little tiny green peppers. They said, Piman. Okay, whatever. I bought like 20, and then I started to like, you know, cut them up. Yeah, I don't know. I needed to make some sort of spicy meal. I cut them up, you know, gave them a nice little fry, took them out. First bite. This is not spicy. It's very bitter and like it's good, but I was looking for that spice, you know. So I was very like, I guess I was a little disappointed that they weren't spicy.
Sad.
Yeah, I was just really sad.
ただ間違えただけ緑のああいう形のものがあったらもう日本 100% ピーマンなんだけど
Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like piman, right? Like, doesn't it look like a little bit like dried? It looks a little bit dried on the outside, right? You know how a green pepper, it's like the skin is like pristine, like it has a nice
Very
skincare
smooth,
routine,
yeah.
right? And then a piman, it has like a little bit of like wrinkle to it, right? So my kanko is like wrinkle equals spicy.
Yeah.
No? I mean, even jalapenos, like they're still spicy, but they don't have that many wrinkles. But if you look like a habanero, there's like ridges to it. Ghost pepper has like a lot of ridges to it. You're like, okay, it must be really spicy.
まずさ、海外にピーマンってないの？
We have green peppers, but we don't have Japanese green peppers, which like,
どう違うの？
well, one is called a Japanese green pepper, and it has like the little wrinkles and the ridges to it. And the other is a green pepper, which has like a very nice sheen and good Korean skincare routine to it. But the katachi is like a little bit more atsui as compared to a piman. Piman is a little smaller than an American green pepper.
North American conception of a green pepper is just like a paprika, but green.
Yeah, it's like a smaller paprika, I would say. Like there are green bell peppers, but like there's also a pepper that just looks like this. It's bigger than a jalapeno and smaller than a bell pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess like piman is like strictly Japanese.
Japanese, yes.
あ、そうなんや。
Yes.
海外だったらパプリカを、まあ、ピーマンっぽい位置で食べてるけど、
そ
色とか形が多分違うよね。
Of course, yes.
そうよね。なんかパプリカってもっとボインボイン
Yes, yeah. Boing.
ボインボインって
Yeah, boing.
ピーマンがボインって感じ。大阪人全員。日本の子供ってピーマン苦手な子多いのよ。僕の勝手なイメージなんやけど、バイロン苦手そうやな。ピーマンでした。はい、次。
はい。
はい。
キノコです。
ルーマニアではキノコ食べないの？
食べないわけではないけど、ルーマニアでいうキノコは、まあ日本のスーパーで売ってるマッシュルームぐらい。
あ、そうなんだ。
そう。が一番一般的で一番多い。で、日本のスーパー行ったら、もうキノコの種類めちゃくちゃ多くて、もう、まあキノコだとわかるけど、何に使うこれってなる。
There are quite a bit of mushrooms inside of Japan.
Yeah.
I even forgot that enoki is a mushroom.
If you research enoki, like the English translation of enoki, it's just enoki.
Yeah, exactly. In a Japanese izakaya, they serve it as enoki mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like, there's no English translation. It's called enoki mushrooms because it's from Japan.
そうなんや。
Yeah.
We do have, if you go into the forest, you do have a lot of mushrooms, but they are not very common in the supermarkets. Like you would go to like special farmers market type of places and you would find them, but they're not as common. And the types of mushrooms that you find in Europe a lot, you don't really find them in Japan. And on opposite side, there's a lot of Japanese mushrooms that are very uncommon to find them in Europe. So that's why. 椎茸も椎茸ちなみに。英語の翻訳が。
椎茸とか食べた時に、これやばい味やってよくならんかったよね。あれ苦くない？
ああ、確かに、
ね、
苦いし、なんか味も濃いし、食感も濃い。なんか肉に近いぐらい。
ああ、しめじとか、まいたけとか、
しいたけとか、
えのき。うわ、うまい、いっぱいあるね。アメリカとかカナダは
We have mushrooms. It's just a different kind of mushrooms that we have. Like we have the white cap mushrooms. You take out the stem and then you put some like steak or pork in there, and then like you put them in the oven and you put cheese on top. Oh, so good. So it's just a different kind of mushroom that we use inside the States. So it's not like we don't have them. It's just different.
Right. I feel like mushrooms are kind of like there's two main kinds of mushrooms, and there's just two colors: white mushroom and a brown mushroom. Yeah, those are like the only two genres of
そうなんや。
mushroom.
キノコの種類が多いでした。今日いろいろ話してきたけど、逆に日本のスーパーにないものってある？
Oh, heck yeah. I went back to the States last January, and I went to Walmart, and I was super bikuri shimashita because our mayonnaise no shuru is osugiru. We have low-fat mayonnaise. Well, Cupid also has low-fat mayonnaise. Mayonnaise with olive oil. Mayonnaise with just egg whites. We have like 16 different kinds of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise with bacon. Okay, like there's a lot of different mayonnaise inside of the supermarket aisle, inside of Walmart. And then Kewpie mayo, maybe there's like the small one, the big one, and then the one with the white cap and the one with the red cap. That's it. I was just surprised that like there was just more of a mayonnaise selection inside the States as opposed to just two bottles in Japan. I'm not saying that it's bad. I love keeping mayo. Okay, I put that on like everything. Okay, like my karage. I put it on my TKG. I put that tuna mayo. So good. So good.
卵かけご飯にマヨネーズは太るよ。大丈夫。
Yes, I know. It's okay. 有酸素運動。
はい。日本の方が種類が少ないってことだよね。アメリカにはどんな種類のマヨネーズがあるわけ？
So looking at this mayonnaise list, we have mayonnaise with lime juice. We have real mayo. We have Miracle Whip. There's a lot of different kinds of brands. Let's see. Real mayonnaise made with cage-free eggs. Nice. Real mayonnaise, creamy mayonnaise, whipped dressing, mayo with olive oil. There's a lot of different kinds of mayonnaises in the States. But my question that I want to ask the Nihonjin is when you are playing a gesture game and you're trying to talk to other Nihonjins and your word is mayonnaise, what do you do? Please demonstrate. Oh my god, that's no. No one does this when they do mayonnaise. What are you doing? You're like churning butter? What is this? This is mayonnaise in America.
Oh, with a knife, yeah.
We're using butter knife.
え？あ、
Yeah,
塗るの？
yeah, it's in a jar.
マーガリンじゃなくて。
No, well, I mean, margarine is well, butter, margarine. I mean, butter up.
へー。
But like that's the thing. Like mayonnaise in a tube. That's new to me. That's new to me. This is not mayonnaise to me. But yeah, it comes in like a little tube, which I think now is very convenient because I have to do less dishes when I don't have to wash as many butter knives as I do when I use mayo, which I think is more convenient.
マヨネーズの種類が日本は少ないでした。はい、次。
はい。
はい。
ドリアン、ココナッツ、パパヤ。
Oh, because you're a tropical country, huh?
美味しいぞ。
Yeah. Durian, 食べたことある？
ドリアンはもうこの前シンガポール行ったけどドリアンかどうし
食べた
ようって。いや匂いがきつくてもう遠回りしてた。
美味しいけどね。
美味しいんですよ。
美味しい。
でもなんかシンガポールの罰金取られる決まりの中でなんかドリアンを電車の中で食べちゃいけないっていう決まりがあるくらい匂いすごいから。
まあマレーシアもそうですけど、
そうね。
ホテルも持って入ったらダメですよ。
あ、そうね。
ホテル。
Imagine walking in the sun for 7 days straight without a shower, and then you take off your shoe, and then you take off your sock. The inside of your big toe and the toe next to it, smell that. That's what a durian smells.
Really?
大げさすぎ。
Half of that.
ポールからのね意見トロピカルなフルーツでした。はい、ということで今日は外国人が理解できない日本のスーパーの商品について話してみました。
I want to go to the super now. Go to durian.
いいね。
いいね。いい考え
Do you
だ
really
な。
need a technique to open a durian?
What? What do you do? Use your head? Oh,
ドリアンプロフェッショナル。
Ooh.
海外旅行行った時に一番楽しいのって
ドリアンでね。
違うよ現地のスーパーに行くことじゃない。僕めっちゃ好きだよね。そこで暮らしてる人が実際どんなものを食べてるのかとか空気が一番感じられるし、あとお土産がめちゃくちゃ安く買える。
それは
Yes.
本当です。
That goes for foreigners as well. Go to a grocery store and you'll find all the gummies for cheap.
Yeah, yeah.
他に皆さんが考える僕らに話してほしいトピックがあればコメント欄までよろしくお願いします。
Please put it in so I can think. I cannot think without you. You are my brain.
僕はじゃあそれでは次の動画でまたお会いしましょう。
Bye bye.
チャンネル登録
おね。
Guy.
She.
まあ